Doug Stewart Show, baby. Let's go. It's hour number 2. A little bit later, we are going to talk to the great Santee Claus. You don't want to miss that. Today, we're paying homage to the great Taraji P. Henson. Man, a couple little interesting little side topics on the Doug Stewart Show, man. Thank you for tuning in. Happy holidays. So, and I had to look it up. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, so I had to look it up. But, so 2 things. Mike Tomlin is credited for 2 Super Bowl championships. And I think what it is, and I look back at his record at Pittsburgh, he does only have the 1 Super Bowl victory in 2008. Let's see. He's been the coach since 2007. Okay, I think maybe they've only had 1 appearance with him in Pittsburgh in the Super Bowl, and they won that in 2008. But he also gets another Super Bowl credit, I guess, as being the defensive back. And somebody said it in the chat room. Who was it that said it in the chat room? I can't see who it is right now, and I apologize. Oh, my man Bama G23. He's got another Super Bowl credit as being the defensive back coach for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when they won it all. So that's what it is. But looking at what he's done as head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, man, 2-time Super Bowl champion. Once again, they gave him credit for what he did in Tampa Bay as a coordinator, as a coach. Position coach. NFC champion in 2002, obviously. 2-time AFC champion, 2008, 2010 as well. And what else? 5-time AFC North champion, 2007, 8, 10, 14, and 16. 7-time NFL postseason appearances. This man's got more appearances in the playoffs than Jeff Fisher did in 22 years. He was the Motorola Coach of the Year in 2008, and his regular season record is 102-57. That's a .642 clip. And his career record is 108-62 if you add in what he did in the playoffs as well. And Terry Bradshaw ain't never said damn thing about no Jeff Fisher. And the second thing, let me look at this one more time. I mean, you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. The second thing I wanted to mention, somebody said something about Will Smith and, the movies that he's been in and questioning the movies that he's been in. And I tell you what, man, there's only been 2 movies that have almost, and I say almost, have almost made me cry. And I didn't cry. All right? I did not cry, but there's been 2 movies that, have almost made me shed a tear. If I was some other dude, I probably would have shed a tear. But I didn't. And those 2 movies are Glory, which I'm pretty sure all of y'all will attest to that, and Glory is definitely going to make my little list here of top 5 Denzel Washington movies of all times. And the other movie is The Pursuit of Happiness. Like, at the end of that movie, and I guess it's long enough that I can kind of tell a little bit, I'm not going to get into detail. At the end of that movie, if your ass didn't kind of get emotional with what happened at the end of that movie, then you're not real. You don't have a pulse. Yeah, you don't have a pulse. So Glory, when they were whipping the ish out of Denzel, oh my gosh, I was a combination mad and sad. When they whooped his ass, when they tied his ass up and whooped his ass, I mean, that movie's, definitely out of the realm. I can talk about that now. But even as a young fella, that movie had to come out maybe 20 years ago, maybe even longer than that. And I still remember having this little feeling inside, like, damn, they ain't got to do him like this. And on The Pursuit of Happiness, if you haven't seen that movie, man, you need to do it. My man DC Cavalier says, I just saw that movie for the first time with my daughter last month. And especially, I can give you kind of like the storyline is Will Smith he's struggling. Let's just put it like this. He's a father, and he's taking care of his daughter. I can't remember what the circumstances were did his wife die, or was she in prison or whatever? I don't know. But anyway, he's taking care of his daughter, man, and this dude is going through hard times. And as a person that's been through hard times in their life many, many times, I can relate. And at the end, it all comes together. Just put it like that. It all comes together, and it's a great story, man. But at the very end, man, there's this scene at the very end where you like, oh, damn, Tito passed the tissue. Oh, my gosh. Great movie. Great actor, man. He's a great actor. And a lot of times, you got to remember, one of the big, topics of discussion was, he's played in a bunch of bad movies. Like Wild Wild West. He didn't do a great job. A lot of people feel like in Ali. I don't agree with that. I thought he did a good job in relative terms. I think that we remember, we try to forget, or we don't forget, that he's not Muhammad Ali. So a lot of people talk about some of the bad movies. Every single one of these actors that I talked about in those 6, every single one of them has had and appeared in bad movies. It's the performance that they give that you should be looking at. Like, they take roles and the script isn't great, the movie storyline, the plot isn't great. What do you do with that? You want them to not take the role and not take $20 million because it's a bad movie? So I kind of give them a pass on a lot of that stuff, But you just got to look at the great movies they've done. I Am Legend? This man did a whole movie, and he was the only one that had dialogue. And it kept your attention. Like the entire movie, this man did a movie by himself. There was nobody else pretty much in the whole damn movie. This was the epitome of a one-man show, and the movie was fantastic. Think about that. Think about that. Think about the range you have to have. And think about how good of an actor you have to be to basically carry a movie on your back. Will Smith was in an entire movie by his damn self. And the movie was excellent. And it made probably $200 million at the box office. Come on, man. Stop hating on that brother. From Brian Hill, Suicide Squad sucked, though. Suicide Squad did suck. Right, Suicide Squad. I'm a comic book head, so I'm not going to say it sucked. I'll take that back. I don't think it was the best comic book movie I've seen, but you got to remember this about Suicide Squad. This was a big check. This was a big production. This was a big-ass check. He wasn't the primary actor in Suicide Squad, really? Was he the primary actor? They kind of sold it like he was the primary actor, like he was the main star in that movie, but he really technically wasn't. That thing was kind of spread out between several actors. Like, he wasn't the main actor in that movie. He basically played a cameo role. A little bit more than a cameo. Yeah. Once again, they've all done questionable movies. They've all taken questionable roles. And I think every actor in Hollywood, there's roles that you can look at and be like, damn, I mean, he better than that. Why would he do that? Because they want to give him $20 million. Yeah, from Clay Nipples Davis. Will Smith's latest movie is pretty good. Had my wife crying in the theater. Oh, man. Let me look at Men in Black, the series, like 3 or 4 of them. Enemy of the State was a fantastic movie. 7 Pounds was a fantastic movie. Independence Day. A lot of people say Independence Day was hokey, but, kind of cheesy or whatever. But as far as the summer blockbuster, Independence Day was fantastic. Hitch, fantastic. Focus, very good. All of the Bad Boys movie, 6 Degrees of Separations. Man, child, please. Child, please. And listen, once again, the only reason I'm saying the question was, and if you're just tuning in, I talked about this question that was thrown out on social media yesterday. If you had to take one of these actors out, if you had to drop one of these actors and their movies, I think the and their movies part kind of convolutes the conversation. But if you had to take one of these 6 actors out, which one would it be? All right, and it was Will Smith, Morgan Freeman, Eddie Murphy, Lawrence Fishburne, Denzel, and Samuel Jackson. The difference between Fishburne and all the others is he's a supporting actor in 99% of his movies. That's it. I mean, you can make the argument that he's the star, and what's love got to do with it? But technically, that was about Tina Turner, and it was Angela Bassett. You know? Everything else, he's a supporting actor. Furious Styles in Boys in the Hood, he wasn't even a supporting actor. He was the third-ary or the fourth-ary actor in that movie. I mean, it was a great role. It was a memorable role. But, man, that was about Cuba Gooding Jr. and Ice Cube. And then maybe you talked about Furious Styles. All these other guys have been the main attraction, the primary actor in box office hits. No disrespect to Lawrence Fishburne. Love his work. But, nah, he got to go. Yeah, he got to go. Yeah, After Earth did suck. After Earth did suck, okay? I'll agree with that. Once again, a lot of these casts have done movies that have sucked. But After Earth, to me, was basically a way to put some cash into Jane's college fund. Well, I mean, he probably read that script and like, man, this movie's stupid as hell, but, I mean, my son's going to star in it. It'll help him out in the long term, and we can take the money and put it in his college fund. You know? So, yeah, I'll take the damn role. You can't be mad at a father for trying to put money in his son's, college fund, can you? Huh? Golly. They've all done bad movies. I mean, hell, y'all say Norbit is the worst movie in the history of the world. I wouldn't say that. I think Norbit was a cinematic triumph. Hey, entertainment up next. Back in 3 minutes. Oh, y'all sure would.
Hello everyone, this is Grandma Eunice. I want you to come on and listen to my grandson on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Help me keep this boy out of trouble. Come on, cook with the microwave on Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Grandma Eunice, bye-bye. Boy, I thought you said Georgie was coming over today.
The Sleeper Pick, the guy only you believe in. In 1 week fantasy football on DraftKings, he can be the difference. So trust your gut. Trust your numbers. Trust your Uncle Vito if you want. But know this, that sleeper is out there. The question is, who's going to play him? This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time.
To create your account, click on the banner link on thedougstewartshow.com or the Doug Stewart Show app. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your